Hello, students, faculty, alumni, and friends of the College of Education. Thank you for joining us today as we celebrate our 2020 scholarship recipients. I know from many of our alumni that this program can be a highlight of your year. There is nothing quite like getting to meet the students who are benefiting from a scholarship and to see how your contribution has made an impact on their lives. We had hoped there may be a way to host a small event, but thanks to you, we have an enviable problem. Our scholarship program now provides $630,000 to over 230 students. We have grown every single year, and there is just no way to have everyone together at one time while taking COVID precautions. For those of you who have joined us in the Civic Center in past years, you know that we have just about run out of room to have this event anywhere on campus, even in a normal year. We miss having the opportunity to see each of you face to face, to shake your hands and hear your stories. We enjoy giving our students the opportunity to thank you and to share what we see in them. This pandemic has taken a great deal from many of us, but because of what so many of you who love FSU have given, our college is stronger today than it has ever been. This year has posed a unique set of challenges and changes, but I want you to know that despite the obstacles, FSU is thriving. We are proud to share that Florida State University has retained our top 20 status as the nation's 19th ranked public university, with 6 of our education programs that rank in the top 25. The college is ranked number 14 for best public online graduate education programs and number 4 for best online master's education programs for veterans. Our individual online programs are also ranked among the best, with instructional systems and learning technologies at number 1, educational leadership and curriculum and instruction both coming in at number 6, school counseling at number 15, and special education at number 16 in the country. Our excellence in online programs and teaching allowed the college to pivot quickly to remote learning at the onset of the pandemic and to provide support to other colleges across campus as they did the same. In August, I joined Instructional Systems and Learning Technologies professor Dr. Vanessa Denon for a presentation to support online instructors everywhere and to reassure parents and alumni. We felt it was important to speak out to share that we recognize that online learning is different from in-person learning, but that our faculty are experts in that method of delivery and know how to make it as productive as possible. If you haven't had the opportunity or have had conversations with friends or family members who say that online learning can't match traditional classrooms, I hope that you will watch and share the link below to our presentation. We know that providing these types of webinars are important, and we hope to be doing more to spread the word about our college. When I returned to FSU 2 years ago, I did so with a goal to elevate education. We launched Project Elevate Ed to raise the profile of our programs, give more resources to our faculty, and provide greater opportunities for our students. This fall, our undergraduate enrollment went up nearly 3%, and our graduate enrollment surged nearly 20%. We unveiled a new online graduate certificate in college teaching, as well as a new higher education track in our online EDD and educational leadership and policy. This spring, we're excited to launch a new online master's program in teaching English to speakers of other languages, or TESOL. These new online programs will add more depth to our existing array of nationally ranked programs, and we look forward to the many lives that will be impacted through this innovation. We know that we are only as strong as the people who make up this college, and our faculty continue to build a better FSU. This fall, the college welcomed 9 new faculty members to strengthen our programs and continue our upward trajectory. Thanks to the generosity and support of many of our scholarship donors who choose to go above and beyond their scholarships and have contributed an additional $1,000 or more to our Dean Circle funds, 6 faculty members are working on Dean Circle Catalyst grants that will provide new research in a wide variety of fields. These faculty members are Sonia Cavell, Assistant Professor of Reading Education, who is evaluating the impact of preschool children's early writing and print knowledge to improve literacy skills of young children. Jenny Root, Assistant Professor of Special Education, who is investigating the use of augmented reality and math classes for students with autism. Janine Turner, Professor of Learning and Cognition, who has partnered with the FAMU FSU College of Engineering to explore the motivations, beliefs, and feedback opportunities for engineering students who often feel academic shame just for seeking guidance on their developing competency. David Eccles, Professor of Sports Psychology, who has partnered with colleagues at the FSU College of Nursing to improve the failure to rescue rates of emergency room nurses. James Dew, Assistant Professor of Sport Management, who is investigating the potential links between esports and violence. And Martin Swanbrow Becker, Associate Professor of Counseling Psychology and School Psychology, who is improving suicide prevention interventions through fostering social connections with young people 15 to 24 years old, for whom suicide is the second leading cause of death. These incredible faculty research opportunities that have been supported through our Dean Circle program mean even more research opportunities for our incredible students. The College of Education continues to provide the most generous education scholarship program in the state of Florida because of you. So thank you for your continued support, and thank you to our students for your hard work and perseverance this year. Together, I know we will continue to elevate education. We cannot thank you enough for all that you have done for our college, but we are going to try. So now, I'd like to turn it over to some of the 2020 scholarship recipients to share their words of thanks.
My name is Demetrius Rice, and I'm a fourth-year doctoral student in the Instructional Systems and Learning Technologies program. I wanted to take the time to express my most sincere gratitude to the donors who have given generously to the College of Education Scholarship Fund and made it possible for me to pursue the academic goals that I have set for myself. Your benevolence has helped to alleviate much of the financial hardships associated with pursuing a graduate degree and allowed me to devote my time and efforts to the responsibilities I have as a graduate student. My academic goals are fueled by my interests in the availability and efficacy of career and technical education opportunities for K-12 students, particularly those in low socioeconomic environments. Prior to my graduate studies, I spent the greater part of my career in education emphasizing the importance of programs and events that strengthen the connection between students, their community, and the workforce. As a recipient of scholarship funding, I have had the opportunity to participate in many scholarly activities that extend beyond the university campus and engage with peers and faculty in workshops, conferences, and symposia. These experiences have helped me to sharpen my knowledge of research-based solutions and viable approaches that will enhance my efforts to mitigate the ongoing educational and economic challenges that impact my community. I am deeply inspired by your generosity and hope that one day I'll be in a position to help other students pursue their academic goals, just as you have for me. Again, I say thank you, and go Noles.
My name is Nicole Garcia, and I'm a senior here at Florida State studying elementary education. It is such a gift to be a part of my program and to be able to study what I'm passionate about, and I'm very grateful for that. I'm also so grateful to my scholarship donors for making my education possible. Thank you very much for your generosity. It really does make a difference. Today I'm here to thank you and also to tell you a little bit more about myself. I am the daughter of Cuban immigrants. When my parents were in their 20s, they chose to leave behind everything that they had and everything that they knew in Cuba in order to pursue a brighter future, a decent life in the United States for their future family. I'm so grateful for the sacrifices that my parents made for me. Mom and Dad, thank you. Specifically, my dad had the dream of becoming a doctor, and he had to leave that behind. Because of that, he chose to always instill in me the value for education. He told me about the power that it had. He also told me about the power that there was in pursuing what I was passionate about, and how if I did this in my life, I would have a shot at making some sort of change in this world. Going into the public school system as a child, I encountered so many teachers who cared for me deeply, who saw so much in me, and Yeah, to be honest, the reality of it was that I was the daughter of Cuban immigrants. I probably didn't speak the most proficient English, but my teachers chose to see more in me. They chose to challenge me and to spark curiosity in me, and because of that, I honestly thrived in school. They awoke in me my passion for education at a very young age, and they're a huge reason of why I am where I am today. My hope is that I would be able to do this in the lives of my future students. So today I want to thank you and tell you that my hope is that my scholarship is not only an investment in my life and in my studies, but also an investment in the lives of my future students. There is a ripple effect when it comes to education, and my hope is that it would be the same for this scholarship. Thank you very much for your generosity. I really do appreciate it.
Hello, College of Education, alumni, friends, and staff. I'm Chris Iansiti, a proud 1994 graduate of our distinct program in Instructional Systems and Learning Technology. First off, I'd like to thank Dean Damon Andrew for your leadership during this unprecedented time. Your monthly updates and all the virtual outreach over the last 6 months has really been awesome. It's been a way to really bring the whole global alumni base together, and that's been really an important component here. I was asked to share remarks about why I give back to the College of Education. I got a nice call from our Chief Development Officer, Kevin Derryberry, to speak about why I support our college and our students, and I'm really excited to share why. I believe I give back to the college because of how I was trained and about how FSU has this natural culture and belief about helping students grow, and how we have a natural way of helping give folks a leg up to be the best that they can really be. I know we subscribe in our values of Viris, Artis, and Morris is really who we are. And while I know that we're in the top 20 as a university, I'm talking about something that goes a little bit deeper here. Something that I like to call is really this belief about giving back, the caring and respect and truly the love that we have as friends and alumni and faculty. And this is really what I want to talk about this evening. First, a story to give you a little bit of context of why I give back to the college. You know, after my bachelor's degree, I got some really good experience at a manufacturing firm. I had the chance to work in production and sales and purchasing. And while all of that was great, it was really a job that I didn't get trained. It was a fear-based organization. And I can remember scratching my head thinking, what am I going to do to get better? I can remember the salary I got even in those times of 1993. It really wasn't much. I was living with my two older brothers. As the saying goes, I didn't have two nickels to rub together. And I kept thinking, I gotta get back to school. Am I gonna get an MBA? Am I gonna get a master's? What am I gonna do? And a wonderful angel of my life who had got me into the Dale Carnegie program. She and I were having coffee one day at the Mill restaurant on North Monroe, for those of you who remember that. And she said, what if you go back and get a master's degree in instructional systems? And I said to myself, instructional systems, what is that? I couldn't even spell it. We're talking about College of Engineering or what? Well, after some additional studying up on what all that program is and what it means and all, I really got itching to go back to school. I wanted to get my master's. And at this job I was in, we had to punch out. We had to punch a time card. And I can remember I have 1 hour to get to campus. And I had made an appointment with Dr. Robert Reeser, the program chair at the time. And remember, this was in July, middle of July, and classes start in end of August. So I knew it was really, something that was a stretch for me to get into the program. But I went and met with him, and I said, Dr. Reeser, is there any way I could come back to school in the fall? And he said, at this point, you are admitted. I want you to take your GRE in the fall. We need to have that on record. I asked him if there was any scholarship money or assistantship money. During that meeting, he picked up the phone, he made some phone calls, and I left his office in that meeting, being admitted having an assistantship at the Learning Systems Institute for the school year 2000 program, for those of you that remember that. And I went back to my job and I punched back on that clock, and I was the happiest person. I really got the leg up, and I got back to school really because of Dr. Reeser. You know, it's that special caring and that touch that he gave me to get back to better myself. I also want to acknowledge Dr. Fancy Funk, Professor Emerita in the College of Education, the Educational Leadership Department. You know, I was so fortunate to be her assistant for the Walt Disney World Educator Seminars, and being able to work alongside probably the most positive, heartfelt person that I know has been a delight. So we had a great time working with the Disney program, and I've loved you ever since, Fancy, and I'm glad that we get to see each other all the time at a lot of these events here at campus. My experience of so many people like Dr. Funk and Dr. Reeser, and the list goes on. It's this heartfelt, this caring, deep respect for helping people grow and develop. And that is why, everybody, why I continue to give back to Florida State. In the 2 decades since my master's degree, I've had the honor to start our Iansiti Scholars Program. We started it for the College of Ed Instructional Systems Program, being able to give back to the Alumni Council and our master students that really need money to go to travel, to do conferences and showcase their great work. All of the work that we've done with the foundation, being able to do our mentoring, our programs, and my classes that I've done across the globe. This is why I give back, is because I believe it is my duty to give back to the university that gave me so much. So how I felt about it was, it's my way of leaving a legacy like those folks gave a legacy to me. And so, before I close, I have a request for everybody. Think about someone that has made a difference in your life here at the college. I know every one of us has a story and a person that's meant a lot to them. Who's your Fancy, or who's your Dr. Reeser? How can you show appreciation to them and support your legacy? Think about that. In closing, I'd like to thank all of our alums, our distinguished faculty and friends for making a difference in the lives of others. And thanks to the Dean and Kevin for inviting me tonight to be a part of this great celebration. And again, congratulations to our inductees, and thank you, Florida State College of Education. Go Noles.
Hello and greetings from my home office here in Tallahassee. It's Kevin Derryberry, Assistant Dean for Development here at the College of Education. And I wanted to get on before we wrap up today just to say thank you to each one of you for the support that you give to our students. You know from the letters that you receive from these students the incredible impact that your gifts make on their lives. Many of you yourselves had opportunities and educational experiences that were the result of assistantships and scholarships when you were here at FSU, and you know what a difference having a little bit of support can make on your educational journey. I'm proud to say that we gave out $600,000 plus, $625,000 or so dollars in scholarships this semester. That's nearly double what we were doing in 2014 when I first came to this College of Education. This college has been around a long time. We're the oldest institution of higher learning to grant educational degrees, College of Education, I should say, in the state of Florida. We were established in 1905 as a College of Education. And in the first 109 years of that program, we came up with about $300,000 worth of support that we were giving in 2014. In the last 6 years, with your help, we've doubled that support. Over $600,000 given to these students this year because of everything that you have done. A lot of you come back to this event every year, and I regret that we couldn't have it in person. I regret that we could not see one another, have fellowship together, have the chance to shake your hands and say thank you in person. A number of you I met for the first time at that event 6 years ago, and learned that we are but one in a long chain of people that you have met and known and reasons that you support the College of Education. But since then, you've done an awful lot. And the proof of that are in the students who spoke today, and the programs that the Dean described today. There's so much support for Florida State University, even in these incredibly trying times, that I'm proud to be a part of this college and to thank you one and all for all that you've done. 600 something thousand. But personally, I won't be happy until we're giving $1 million out to these students. We're going to continue our efforts. We want to make sure that these kids, when they leave FSU, that they're not worried about paying back student loan debt, but they're worried about teaching students. They're worried about running those sport management programs. They're worried about doing research in high quality institutions around this country and leading organizations. Our students can do incredible work, but we can't let them leave here crippled with student loan debt. Help us grow this program. You've already done an awful lot, and I'll apologize, but I'm going to ask you to, if you can, if you have the ability, see about whether or not you can do a little more. This year, as part of your end of year philanthropic giving, I ask you to think about contributing to your endowment. You can always give at give.fsu.edu/education and find your funds, or you can call me, Kevin Derryberry, or our Director of Development, Amanda Kaufman, or our Alumni Development Manager, Ashley Milton. We're happy to talk to you about the options that you have and ways that you can support students. I know that not everyone, particularly right now, can do a new endowment, create a new $50,000 gift. But one thing you can do that you may not have thought about is contributing directly to the cash spendable of those awards. With small gifts, we can increase the amount of money that's going directly into the accounts of these students and make sure that they have every opportunity to come out of FSU ahead of the game. Please think about FSU in your end of year giving. And thank you for all that you've done. Thank you for the incredible program that we've been able to put together because of your generosity. I look forward to seeing you as we work towards that next million. And I look forward to seeing the new folks who we haven't met yet, who are going to come back and tell us that FSU means something to them. This is a special place, and I appreciate all that you've done. Thank you for your generosity, and go Noles.
Hello, my name is Stephanie Shaw, and I'm an undergraduate student studying in the Visual Disabilities Program and the College of Education. I would like to personally thank the Scholarship Committee for all of your support on helping me continue on my educational journey. I hope that one day I can re-gift the wonderful gift you have given me to a future Knoll. Thank you so much, and as always, go Noles.
Hello. Thank you so much for your support of me through the McDonald's Scholarship. It helped me make my decision to come to FSU, and it's helped me thrive since being here. I just hope that one day that I can return the favor by giving as graciously as you have. So thank you again.
Hi, my name is Jessica, and I'd like to personally thank Florida State University College of Education, and specifically the Tom Evelyn Smith Vlasic Scholarship for your generous gift. This scholarship is helping me further my education in teaching children with visually impairments. Your gift will not only help me, but countless children in my future career. So on behalf of myself and my future students, thank you.
Thank you so much for your donation. It makes a world of difference to me. This is my second round of going through grad school, and this time as an adult with small children. It actually really impacts our lives, and it's given me a newfound excitement, and it makes me feel accomplished, and it gives me a sense of purpose and achievement. So thank you for doing that. I feel inspired and happy, and you've made a big difference in my life and in the lives of many other grant recipients. So thanks. I really appreciate you.
I want to give a great thank you to Frank and Eleanor Caney. Your generosity has made my educational journey that much more easier and feasible. I one day hope to contribute to a student's success as much as you're contributing to mine. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Dana Tiger, and I just wanted to thank you for seeing a light that shines inside of me. And with your scholarship and your kindness, I will continue to proudly represent your name as I continue to pursue my master's degree in education. So with that, I just want to thank you again from the bottom of my heart, and your support means a lot to me.
Thank you so much for the scholarship. You have made my educational journey so much easier, and I hope that someday I can become a donor just like you and help other students achieve their goals. Thank you.
Well, I wish I could say this in person. Thank you so much for the scholarship opportunity. As a future educator, this gift really means a lot and has taken a burden off of my future, which will allow me to make a bigger impact on those I educate. So again, thank you so much for this, and I hope you have a wonderful and healthy year.
Thank you so much for helping me follow my dreams. You made this year that much easier for me so I could focus on my academics rather than having to worry about money for textbooks. I really appreciate everything, and I hope one day I'll be able to help someone just as you helped me.
Thank you so much for all of your support. Not only does it provide me with so much more financial flexibility, it means the world to know that there are people who support my personal and professional goals. Your generosity is always on my mind and motivates me every day to finish my doctorate degree. Thank you.
Hi, I wanted to sincerely thank you for making the scholarship possible. It's played a big part in allowing me to further pursue my path towards becoming an educator, and I'll forever be grateful. Thanks again for allowing me to have this opportunity.
Thank you so much for your generosity in making my scholarship possible. I'm very grateful for this opportunity. By making this scholarship possible, you have helped to ease my educational journey, and I'm so excited to move forward. Your generosity truly makes a difference, and I hope one day I'll be able to contribute back to other students just as you have helped me.
I would like to say thank you for my scholarship. This financial assistance means the world to me. I promise to keep the quality expected of a Florida State student as I continue my education. And I would like to say thank you once again for the generosity and the honor of being a recipient.
Hello, I am a part of FSU's elementary education program, and I am finally in my 5th and final year. I just wanted to thank every donor that has contributed to my scholarship. You've really made a difference in my school experience, and I can't thank you guys enough.
Thank you so much for all the ways that you've supported my education here at FSU. You have truly made a difference in my experience at Florida State, and I couldn't thank you enough. I'm excited to continue in my time here studying hard as I work to become an elementary school teacher. Thanks again for all you do.
Thank you very much for your kind donation. I was very encouraged by this scholarship, and my heart is full of appreciation. This scholarship will be so helpful to realize my dream. It gave me a lot of strength and courage. Thank you.
Thank you so much for making this scholarship possible. This scholarship has enabled me to continue on my dream to becoming a teacher and to one day positively impact the minds of students. God bless.
Thank you so much for making my scholarship possible. It's going to help me to be able to continue with my school, and I'm so grateful for that. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Your generosity will improve my research and help further the cause of educating young children with disabilities using research-supported practices.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks again.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much.